Hey, what's going on? It's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and you are checking out the 3 Count Podcast.
I'm in fashion, roll with cold passions.
Welcome everybody to another great edition of the 3 Count Podcast presents Now Entering the Ring. I'm your host, Clifford Red Dog Miller. That's right, the man that leads you up this mountain called wrestling. You can call me your Sherpa, but it's never about me. Because like every good Sherpa, you got to have someone who's been there, done that, and can do it more efficiently than you can. And that's why we're always talking about who's entering the ring. And today, you see the gentleman right here. They are entering the ring. You can find these guys all over the internet. They are DB Richards, Dave Keener, the ref himself. And then you guys see them. It's the 2300 Podcast.
Well, thank you, dog. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. That was so nice.
Yeah, that was probably one of the best introductions I've ever heard. You know,
he almost called me a Dave. It's amazing.
But you are Dave.
Oh, I am a Dave. It's okay. You can call me Dave too.
I mean, I could, but you put it on the name as DB Richards. I'm like,
it is DB
well,
Richards.
you can also call him douchebag, so that's okay.
Yeah, you can call me a douchebag too.
That's douchebag Richards.
Yes.
I see.
Some people say you're a douchebag dick.
No,
you know what I mean?
Dick bag, douchebag, same difference.
But well, one, thank you guys for coming on the show. I definitely am excited for this.
Canceled.
Right off the bat, this show.
Right off the bat, you're fucked.
We're 3 seasons in and 200 episodes over. So if we're getting canceled now, it's a good time.
Oh. Did you just clap on, clap off over here? Oh,
I mean, you clapped and the light went off.
I know that was
wow.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Now you can see. Yes. Hold up. Shh.
Damn dog. Wait, there we go.
Could you hear that?
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know. Hear that?
So I wanted you guys on, right, because we met actually a few different times, right? IWA, Vintage Pro Wrestling, and 1CW, and we had such a great time with the segment and stuff like that we were working on. I wanted to bring you guys on my podcast because I feel like you guys are kind of like walking like a similar journey to like what I'm walking as far as like reaching out, getting interviews, you know, having always new topics. And there's probably a couple people out there who like want to start a podcast and want to have a conversation. And I was like, yo, let's bring on some friends to talk to them about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Run.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of editing. A lot of things.
It is.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
My first question is, because, you know, people are going to ask, who is the 2300 Podcast?
You want to start it or you want me to start it?
It's 2300 Wrestling Podcast.
You got a point.
Yes. You forgot the wrestling.
Right.
I always forget the wrestling part.
And
You want to start it or you want me to do it?
You want to start?
So I grew up.
You want me to stop?
Well, I grew up an ECW fan. I watched ECW from like 1992 all the way up to the ending. Attended so many ECW shows because my brother, of course, worked for ECW. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed hanging out. I enjoy that building so much to the point where DB was like, hey, you want to start a podcast?
I've been doing the podcast thing since 2017 with my old co-host named Fran. Yeah, Fran. Yeah.
Because we can't say his last name.
Yeah, because I know how to say his last name,
like
but I
spelling
don't know if I will get copyrighted for saying his name or anything. I don't know. But
that's like, how do you spell Insecurity? So.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But we started off as a podcast called the Insecurity Podcast. Found out that everybody in America doesn't know how to spell Insecurity. Do you?
Can you spell Insecurity?
INZGURI.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was an E.
He did say.
Oh, E? Okay, I didn't hear the E. My fault.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Okay. 1 out of 6 million.
But half of America doesn't.
No.
So, yeah. So I did a lot of reviews. I'm not a big fan of the reviews just because it's just negativity all around the world.
Right.
Hate negativity.
Completely.
See how crazy I am right now? If you listen to us, we bicker all the time. It's all negativity. We don't like it.
You're an asshole.
Yes, I am. Thank you. But yeah, like doing all that, I started. I think it was up to. I got the list right here. Up to 38 episodes. I know the light went off.
You keep turning off the light.
I think it's just.
Might be the wire.
It could be the wire. I don't know. But I did up to 38 interviews for Insegori. That's when I started. My co-host Fran told me, he's like, I'm not big on this interview thing. You can do the interviews, blah, 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 this, that. And then COVID came. So I had a list of people to do the interviews, but I canceled because they said we're not allowed to drive because it's curfew.
Yeah.
And I didn't. So I had to cancel all these episodes. And then 5/26 to 20, right around there, I said something in the beginning of the year. I was like, hey, Dave, do you want to be on a podcast with me? I need a co-host. And Dave said, yes. And then we married each other.
Here we are. How many episodes in? I think we're on season 3 as well.
We are on season 3, and I did over 143 episodes,
Right. But I mean,
39 to 40.
the people that we've had on the show are from legends to newcomers to people that you would go, holy shit, wow, you actually had that guy on. Kind of like Eric Watts.
Red Dog.
Red Dog. We've had 3 Dudleys on our show.
Yeah, we did it.
We've had 3.
No, it was only 2 Dudleys in 3 episodes. What are
Okay.
those? We had Chubby.
Dudley. We had Sign Guy Dudley on. We've had Chris Hamrick on. We've had legends like Rip Rogers, Randy Hogan,
Okay, go ahead. You're trying to read my list.
C.W. Anderson.
You're trying to read my list, aren't you?
Yeah, Tommy Cairo has been on our show.
I like Tommy. Tommy's a cool guy.
And even to like the newcomers coming up, guys like Tony Cheney and Travis Jacobs and even Red Dog.
Yeah,
And Jason Andrews.
Red Dog came on there with Jason Andrews.
Right. We've even had Papa Scott Awesome on our show.
Nate Carter and David
The
McCall.
Rep.
The Rep.
Magic Andrew Morgan. Harley T. Morris, Johnny Yeager, Will Knox, Killian McMurphy. Like the names keep coming. People want to keep coming on our show. We post, hey, we need a guest tonight. And like 40 people, like, hey, I'll be on tonight.
This week it was a little bit hard. Nobody wanted to jump on.
Right. We had a guest, but unfortunately,
COVID.
due to COVID and due to circumstances, we haven't had it.
But she'll come back on
Right.
at one point. At least she was on the Insegori podcast. Oh, wait. The 2300 Wrestling podcast.
Wow. And I mean, we got other names like Tim Hughes is coming on in a couple weeks. There's a good
Next
one for
week.
you. Right. We got Tim Hughes coming on.
Yeah.
Bryce Remsburg from AEW was on our show.
My hero, Mr. Ooh La La.
Ooh la la, Johnny Moran. Greg Spitz, 3 times.
Yeah, Dave Adams.
David Adams was on episode
I
number
think we
1.
just
of
told you our
2020.
whole roster right there of people we had on. And
Ken Dixon.
yeah, Ken Dixon. We can't forget Ken because
No.
Ken said if we never bring up his name, he'll kick our asses.
Right.
We don't want that.
Here's one for you. One that I thought we would never in a million, 2 of them, as a matter of fact, that I would never thought would have said yes. Black Cheese and Phineas James.
Oh, yeah, the Phineas James one.
Preacher. When Preacher said yes, I'm like, really?
Preacher said the only reason why I'm doing your podcast is because I like you guys. And I was like, cool, I like you.
Thank you,
That's
Preacher.
that's how we do it.
Yeah, it's one thing like when you like go out and you like start asking people that could be on your show, and I know like I had even for us, right? Because full transparency to you guys, this is episode 213, and we had we wanted to get big guests like for our mile markers, right? So for Now Engine Ring alone, we've had over 200. This is 213 with more guests lined up. We can't tell you who they are, but then just
Why
for the
can't
big
you?
show,
It'd be great to tell me.
we keep secrets.
I don't like
Not very well.
Okay.
But even our debate show has gone over 50 episodes. I think at one time I looked at it was like 290 episodes, like of everything we've had together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like when you start reaching out to guests and you've never met them before. It's like one of those nerve-wracking things where it's like, dude, I hope they say yes. I don't know if they will or won't. But then like I got to realize that everybody who's in this sport, they want to talk about this sport all the time. And so they're like, usually you can get the ones that reply back and be like, yeah, I'll be on, definitely. And
When Eric Watts said yes, I'm like, okay. Really?
He had pizza and a naked lady in his bed. And he wanted to talk
it
to
was
us.
really cool to talk to him.
But I'll tell you this right now. Black Cheese told me one of the biggest advice doing questions and all
Don't
that.
be 12?
No. Don't be afraid to tell don't be afraid to tell the question you want to tell people. If you do, then if you're scared, then don't do it. You know
Don't
what I mean?
ask it again.
Don't ask it. You know what I mean? Like, but don't be afraid to ask the question.
That's like the shit question.
Yeah, I ask the shit question all the time. You ever shit in a match?
No, I have not. But that is a good question to ask people.
See, Dave Dahl told us not to ask that question.
Yeah, Dave Dahl told us.
However, God rest his soul, we got into the debate at one of the icons with Dave Dahl, myself, DB, and Crime Time. Shad and JTG, we were talking about it, and Shad's like, no, fuck that. Ask the goddamn question. Ask it.
Have
Who
you
cares what
shitted
people
in a
say?
match before?
Ask it. It was really cool. God rest Shad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never shitted in a match before, but I
You've never
understand.
been in a match before.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I've never shitted.
No.
Like that's why I'm smart. When I go to ref, I'll make sure I don't eat anything with oil or mayo or anything like that before I go in the match. No grease.
I did go up to Freehold, New Jersey. Needed to go to the bathroom because we were going to a Titan show, and I went to Wawa and I said, hey, hand in my card. I'm going inside to go to the bathroom. The guy goes, the bathroom's closed. I was like, why are they closed? He goes, because of COVID. I was like, COVID's not going to sit on my fucking lap.
No, and didn't you call your friend about that? And
Oh, I told him my friend works for Wawa, but they were closed the next time I was up there too, and they're like COVID. I'm like, okay, but Home Depot's open, and I could go to the bathroom there.
the Wawa 20 miles away, their bathroom's open.
Yeah, I think they don't want to clean their bathrooms.
Yeah,
Yeah, that probably was what it is.
Yeah,
right.
So it's you guys have clearly, because I remember you guys put out a schedule and you guys were like, hey, like anybody who wants to be in this podcast, like reach out. And you guys are right. Like there's a ton of people that were like reaching out to like get you guys this schedule. And I'm just curious, like how do you guys keep it like all lined up?
Hang on. I got this.
what are you gonna do? You don't have the schedule in there. You didn't ask.
Calendar.
No, I on here on my little.
I mean, it still says April 2021, but still.
I have my schedule right here.
Mm.
So I look at it every freaking week.
So stay organized, guys. When you're
Yes, always.
Oh, yeah.
Always. If you
Between the
don't,
shows and the podcast and everything else, it's the weekends are getting packed.
don't forget that talk to them in the beginning of the week too to remind them they're on a show. If you don't do that,
Wink, wink.
wink. I totally forgot.
Yeah, completely. We're on a show? Wait, what?
But at least you got a hold of me, and I had time. You know what I mean?
Well, I
I'll
tell-
make money later.
when I reach out and I book people, right? The next thing I tell them is like, hey, I will reach out the day of the show just to remind you that we are going to be so. And then I'll
I usually do that either the day before or the day of.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's always that.
Right.
I totally forgot till you said something to me.
That's why I keep mine in my calendar so that whenever I wake up, the first thing that pops up is who's on the show, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
now I know who to reach out
I've
to.
thought who was on first.
Who's on second?
No. What's on second?
I don't know. It's on third.
No. I don't know. It's in the outfield.
Oh,
No. I was on center.
Okay.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you who's pitching. I'm gonna tell you who's pitching tomorrow Okay.
Who's pitching tomorrow?
No, tomorrow's catching.
Tomorrow's catching. Pitching is today.
Right. Yeah.
No, I got it. I was just playing along. I love that bit. That's one of my favorite bits. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Abbott and Costello are the best.
Amazing.
I love when the kids in the hall redid it too.
Oh, dude, Kids in Halls and all one. My favorite one with them is Dave's That I Know, and these are the days I know. These are the days I know.
If you would never do that again,
Oh, okay,
that'd be greatly appreciated.
you're welcome.
Douchebag.
So I'm curious. I want to see like this. I want to see this kind of debate happen. What's your guys' favorite match?
Favorite match of all time?
Yeah.
Bret Hart versus Perfect at SummerSlam '91.
Honestly, I'm going out on a limb here, but the three-way ECW, Justin, Steve, and Jerry.
He's a Steve Corino mark.
Fuck you. No, that one and the dog collar match from Starrcade 1 between Greg Valentine and Rowdy Piper.
Yeah.
I'm an old school guy. I love old school.
He is old.
You're older than me, bitch.
Nah,
You fucking douchebag.
he thinks he's younger than me.
By about a year.
Nah.
That's awesome, though. I like the dynamic because you're talking about like a mix of kind of like technical wrestlers or just like fun character wrestlers, or you just even talk about like the way that they were able to sell in the crowd. Like old school wrestling, like always has like this like grounded effort of what a match should look like and the storytelling aspect of what it should look like. So I definitely like the Starrcade call up because that's definitely like a good move. And then there's always Bret, man. Bret was a tactician, and looking the way that Mr. Perfect was, I was like, those are dudes that are like on a scale, they're just on legendary statuses of watching them work.
Right. Do you remember when Bret Hart had his own company in Australia? Bret Hart ran a company in Australia for like a year.
Oh.
It was like, I forget what it was called, but it had a whole bunch of like people that weren't working with WWE anymore.
Oh.
It was like Bret Hart's All-Star Wrestling something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube? Oh.
Yeah.
If it's on YouTube, it's real.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You'll find it.
He's going to look for it. He's like, I'm going to look it up.
Yep. I ain't got nothing else better to do. It's a time killer.
But I'm just curious though.
But there's so many matches I did like growing up. You know what I mean? Owen Hart stuff. Anything but Owen, Bret. Perfect.
Steamboat Savage.
Steamboat.
WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, for me, it's funny because my favorite match of like all time sits with Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero from Halloween Havoc in '97.
Oh,
That was a good one.
I like William Regal stuff. Dude, there's so much stuff out there that's really good. It's hard to say what's your favorite match. Most
True. There's like a list of like 10.
Bulldog and
For me.
Bret was great. You know what
I
I mean?
mean, even
SummerSlam.
a Bulldog did have the worst match in WWE history.
Who?
The what was it? The steel cage match with the dogs around it. It was him and Boss Man.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I don't remember what it was called, but
No, I don't know either.
no.
It was like
But it was
Kennel
like the
in
Hell in the
Kennel in
Cell.
the match. Kennel
Kennel of Hell match or whatever it
Kennel
was.
in the Hell.
But it
Or,
was a Hell in the Cell with the blue cage with dogs around the cage.
it should be called Who Wrote This?
Who wrote this shit?
We know damn well who wrote that.
Vince. We're so,
This is why I'm never going to end up working in WWE because of things I say on this podcast.
right, but I can tell you we have a William Regal story that's pretty cool about a friend of mine.
Oh,
The Tom Carter story.
Tom Carter.
You know who Tom Carter is?
Do you know who Tom Carter is?
No.
So Tom Carter once went by the name of Reckless Youth.
You heard of him?
Yes.
So I was told that William Regal had a story about Reckless Youth that if it wasn't for Reckless, then William Regal wouldn't be where he is.
Facts.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, Reckless Youth was such an amazing wrestler.
Yeah,
He was probably one of the only ones to originally turn down a contract.
See, Reckless, we are talking about you. We do remember you.
A lot of people remember Reckless Youth. Was a great wrestler.
I want him on my
Like a-
podcast.
Yeah, a lot of guys that I knew back then. Devin Storm, Ace Starling, Rick Ratchet, Sean Donovan. Back when he had hair. He wore eyeliner back then too. It was weird.
No judging.
No, but I mean, still.
No judging.
No, but
If
I
he
mean,
wants to wear eyeliner, he can wear eyeliner.
yeah. But I mean, that was when wrestlers. I enjoyed wrestlers back then. Now it's just everybody's wearing jeans and t-shirt in the ring.
I
Whose
don't know
fault is
about
that?
that. I'm definitely not.
That's what I was getting.
See that? He's picking on you. I don't like that at all.
Although I do catch it. I was like,
It's a brotherhood. You got to rib on everybody.
Oh, ribs. We love ribs. We like barbecue ribs.
I do catch a lot of flack though because people are like, "Why are you wearing that vest out to the ring? Do you think you're like on the Shield?" And I'm like, "Well,
Yes. Yes.
maybe."
Just say yes.
At this
I
point,
mean, I
now,
did that when I walked in the locker room. I'm like, oh shit, look, the Shield's here.
See, if anybody asks, say yes, I want to be the Shield. And then give him the finger and walk away.
It's like the fourth stooge, right?
Yeah, the fourth stooge.
yeah, I was the rejected member. That's fine with me.
Yes, rejected
Yeah.
member. You should be called the rejected member of the Shield.
Rejected.
See, we're giving you ideas already. You can make t-shirts.
Dog, the rejected member.
Yes, rejected. Dude, I'll buy his t-shirt.
I would.
Yeah.
It's too many.
Really, I would do a handshake and a hot dog for his t-shirt, but yeah.
It's funny too, man, because like the way I've been like working and tweaking on the character and stuff like that, I was like, well, my character likes to talk a lot of shit, so I like to talk. That's normally what I do anyway.
That's what dogs do. They shit.
And then I was
And
like,
they
yo,
talk.
I'm wearing this vest. I was like, if you're chopping me in the vest, guess what? It's not hurting me because I'm wearing a vest. Assholes.
Let me call Dan Maff for that one.
Dan Math.
Yeah, no, I've seen that chop. That's not one I want to take. Not right
Did
now.
you see that shot that Brian Pillman Jr.?
Yeah, that was where our shit story came from.
Yeah, the shit story became that story. Oh,
And we talked to Dan Maff at one of the shows, and I'm like, we do the podcast, and your story comes up where you chop Pillman. And he's like, really? Yeah. He's like, oh, shit. I'm like, literally.
literally is shit. And we're back to the shit story. See,
It revolves.
it's
Full
round circle. What's next on the question thing? Because shit will come back soon.
It is a full evolution.
Well, it's funny, man, because I know you guys like to talk about a lot of wrestling shows, and you guys go to a lot of wrestling shows. So I'm just
I'm working
curious,
a lot of them.
what's the snack choice for you guys?
See, that's kind of hard because I'm reffing a lot and he's commentating a lot of shows now. We have IWA Vintage, we have Super Crazy.
He asked what kind of food do we eat
What kind of food? Hot dogs.
and handshakes.
Yes.
That's an handshakes.
Yeah.
Snack wise,
I mean, Super Crazy's got some great chicken fingers.
Super Crazy does
Yeah.
have good
I mean, the
chicken,
food at
yeah.
Super Crazy is pretty damn good.
The chicken fingers. Oh,
Denise.
don't forget their
Denise
fries.
and
Their
Melissa,
fries are
great
good
food.
too.
Thank you. Who?
Their fries are good too.
Fries are good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw them bringing them out of the bag.
Yeah, I saw them out of the bag too. I like fries.
I don't know. I make fresh fries, and every
Yeah,
single
he
time I
does.
make them, you eat them all.
I eat them all. So I had to say anything that's good because I'm a fat man and a little kid.
Fat guys. I mean,
Dude.
hot dogs are always good.
If it's not peanuts or anything I'm allergic to, I'll eat it. So never give me anything peanut. Not that kind of peanut, you idiot. Dude, I have a friend that always gives me peanut characters. He's like, oh, here's some peanuts for you. And I'm like, really? Really? But I am a big, giant peanut fan. I love Charlie Brown.
You're just a
Snoopy.
giant nut.
Sometimes I don't.
Right. That's why you don't eat almond joys.
Nope. I'm not joyful.
I'm
See, and
serious.
that's the other thing that people like about what we do is
Because we're the old guys from the Muppets.
right. We got compared to Opie and Anthony yesterday.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know who they
I'm
are.
like, you don't know who Opie and Anthony are?
Are they cartoon characters?
No, they were on 93.3 WMMR in the morning before Preston and Steve.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome.
Now they have their XM show or something like that. But they're
Didn't
off the
know.
wall.
Now I know.
And knowing is
It's
half the battle.
Yo, Joe.
G.I. Joe. I do that with my daughter all the time. Like, I'll be like, now you know. And she's like, and knowing's half the battle.
And it's funny because he goes, "Are you ready for the countdown?" And I'll go, "Camp it,
Countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dude, I am an 80s, 90s cartoonish kind of fan. You know what I mean? When people talk about anime, I talk about He-Man, G.I. Joe,
Voltron.
Transformers, Voltron.
Voltron.
You know what I mean? Silverhawk. Nobody talks
right.
about Silverhawk.
Mask."
Mask. I got Mask DVDs at home right now. And I'm on the first season.
We're the old guys, like we said.
Dude, I'll talk DuckTales. Woo!
Darkwing
Yeah,
Duck.
actually,
Darkwing Duck, yes.
I love Darkwing Duck.
Gummy Bears.
Tailspin.
Dashing and daring. Wuzzles.
Oh, every time I buy Gummy Bears, I start singing Gummy Bears theme music. It's
He
crazy.
starts hopping and bouncing everywhere while we're in the Acme and stuff like that.
Oh, dude, I jump in.
And I mean,
I follow random people in supermarkets.
And ask them if this is the tour of the giant.
Yeah, or Acme. I always ask them if I'm in a tour. I want to make sure somebody's going to go over here. This is where I cut the meat at, and over here is the vegetables.
We gotta get you that light like they have at Disney and Universal for the tour,
Yeah.
and walk around the convenience stores with it.
I don't record anything because I think my stuff is better than recording things.
Because you're better than that.
I am better than that. And then people are like,
Know it.
"But you can make money."
See, it's funny. He must be a dodgeball fan. MJF.
Why?
Because in the commercial for Global Gym, he goes, "Because we're better than you, and you know it."
You do know it. We are better than you.
Right.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
it.
I know
Yeah,
it.
I'm better than you.
No,
Yeah.
I'm better than you.
No, I'm better.
No.
I love the fact that in that whole movie too, like bring up that scene, right? Like every once in a while, like Dwight looks somewhere else, but like, how does he know that there's a Steve in the gym? Or when he's like, "I see you slacking on those sit-ups, Donna." Like,
Oh yeah, over the big screen. Like,
yeah,
how do you know?
how do you know
Like,
that person's there?
like,
What
is
if
there
they're
like
not?
a programmer? Like when people are signing in and then he's sitting there and he's doing that.
Hold up. It's a comedy. Anything can happen.
I know, but that's what makes it. I was like, I just like that idea. I just like thinking about how funny that part is, though, because I'm just like, man, this Dwight's so good at that. I love that movie in itself. Actually,
It's a great
I
movie.
met
movie.
Justin Long when I was in the military.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah. So we're at this bar called Red Lines in Honolulu. Hey guys, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but anyway, my friend was like super drunk, and this dude walks up and everybody's like talking to him and stuff, and I recognize him, right? And my boy was just so plastered. As soon as Justin came up, he was just like, "Dude, I fucking loved you in Transformers, man." I was like, "Oh wow, we're never gonna see this guy again." And you just told this man he looks like Shia LaBeouf. But
Don't
he,
worry.
like,
I did the same thing with David Arquette, and I was like, "Dude, I loved you in My Dog Skip," and it wasn't his movie; it was Kevin Bacon's movie.
I thought my dog Skip was Owen Wilson.
No, it was Kevin
Was it?
Bacon. Yeah.
What was the movie with Owen Wilson with the dog?
No, that
Marley
was
and Me.
Marley and Me.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But David Arquette was in a Null movie, and I forget the name of it. It was just funny because I knew it
Was
was.
it about a dog? Or
Yeah, it was about a
man?
dog. It was a dog movie.
Was it Eight-Legged Freaks? No, I'm just
I
kidding.
don't know.
Yeah.
That movie.
Yeah, so
Scream
I remember
Seven.
like having a conversation with him, and he was like, he's like, well, what, you guys know movies and stuff. What movies did you like that I was in? And everybody said something kind of different. Nobody said Dodgeball, and even me, I was like, dude, I loved you and Zach and Miri make a porno, and he was just like, shh.
Did you see Tusk?
No,
I like
yes,
him in
I have
Sexy.
seen a
Oh my
movie,
god,
and
that movie
I
was
wanted to-
so fucked up.
I was going to bore it out of my memory forever.
Oh, so I have a story about that. So we went up to the stash, the secret stash, and they have the model on the wall at the secret stash of Justin Long with the prosthetic and everything else. And just, oh, look, you can see me now. I'm no longer dark. Wow, now I'm no longer on AEW.
I hate you.
So, question I have to ask.
We're
though,
doing AEW.
What's that?
question I was going to ask you guys, right? Is what's one of the hardest lessons that you've learned so far on your podcasting journey?
Don't fuck up. No, we did a show with who was it? We did a show with somebody and then everything crashed mid-show.
Teddy Hart's.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's okay. Never mind.
Don't use Pro Tools. Pro Tools
Yeah.
sucks. We lost everything.
I mean, it was Teddy Hart. We're okay.
But dude, it was an awesome interview.
Yeah.
And then it just all shut down, lost everything. Don't know what happened to it. It disappeared in the
Yeah.
world.
It's not even in our system now. So
Yeah, we use something else now. It's like,
Yeah.
yep, nope, not anymore.
like I
No
think the
Pro
system we
Tools.
have now is a lot better than that little Bluetooth microphone we originally had.
No, we didn't use that.
That one?
No, we were using the mic thing.
Are we using these?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was the system from the
Oh.
computer that we lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We recorded it and then boom, disappeared.
Wow.
Damn.
Moving
It's
right
like-
along.
Push. Boom.
Now you're breaking the mic.
I am. It's my mic. It's okay. I paid for it. I'm fixing it.
You're loose up top.
I'm always loose up top.
That's what she said.
Ladies, I'm loose up top.
Well, I guess okay. So that makes sense, though. Is just always make sure that you have like a good, reliable program that you can kind of
Right.
fall back on.
And I mean, we have stuff like we have stuff that stays here, and then if we go on the road, there's stuff that goes on the road with us.
Mhm.
So this way, we don't have to take as much.
No, that makes sense. So then, like, what kind of advice would you guys give to up and coming podcasters?
Don't be 12.
Don't be
Now there's a side story to that. I'm friends with Corey Castle. I don't know if you ever heard of him,
Yes.
but he was getting ready to do his stuff, and one of the guys told him, "Don't be 12. Don't act like a kid. Do what you do and have fun at it." There's always going to be that one person that'll go, "Okay, well, no, I don't want to," blah, 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 and they automatically think that shit's going to go down. But no, we have fun.
There's over like 20,000 podcasts out there. Always be different. Don't be
Right.
like everybody else.
And that's
If you
why I
be
say
like-
we're not your ordinary podcast.
So if you be like everybody else, asking the same questions, everything else, how you gonna move forward? How are you gonna do something? You got to, dude. We got questions.
Like,
we
we
have
play games. We have fun.
dude. Like you did.
Like,
You
we're-
did our 5 questions of doom, didn't you?
We're
I did.
gonna add a new game soon.
Dude,
But I'm
we
not
got-
going there yet.
We got a lot of ideas.
Right.
And then we go to wrestling shows and we record wrestlers doing the hacky sack challenge or playing Simon.
We go to Icons and we play games with
if
the
anybody
wrestlers.
wants to send us games for wrestlers to play, we will do it.
Let us
Wink,
know.
wink. Give me money and toys.
Anybody.
Wink, wink.
It's Toys R Us.
Yes.
Let's
there's
go.
Any games that you can think of that can be easy and fast. You know what I mean? Like tic tac
The Addams
toe,
Family?
or we can play red light, green light, or duck,
Freeze
duck,
tag.
goose. Duck, duck, goose.
Can you imagine Duck Duck Goose with guys like Adam Payne and Wrecking Ball
Dude, that'd be fun.
and Chris Kirsch and all those guys?
See, we will play games with the wrestlers. And at the end, if you win, you do a promo.
And then if you lose, you just beat the shit out of the other guy.
Yes. You can find it on our YouTube channel and look at Black Cheese taking on Darian Hardway And they
And you'll see a little
surprise.
surprises at the end of that one.
Oh, there was surprises. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Surprises,
You can see the superstars from PPW playing hot potato.
Yes, hot potato.
What else? Hacky sack with Primal Fear.
Yes.
Or was it was it
It
hot
wasn't.
potato?
It was hot potato.
Hot potato with Primal Fear.
See, we play games. I'm waiting till second season of that springtime because it's too cold to go outside to do stuff like that. Or
Simon with Craig Prendergast.
yes, we played Simon with Nick. Shinn.
Nick Shin too.
So we will do stuff with wrestlers if wrestlers want to join our little world.
Not your average ordinary show.
So be different. Make your
But
show.
be positive at the
Yes.
same time.
Don't put negativity in there.
No.
I hate negativity in wrestling. When wrestling fans,
I hate it when they try to mess with other wrestlers because they don't think they're good enough.
when wrestling fans say this
Wink,
wrestler
wink.
suck, get in the wrestling ring, take a couple bumps, and tell me if they suck or not.
Let me or Dog here clothesline somebody or take a clothesline from Dan Maff.
If you say somebody sucks, can we go to your job and say you suck at making
Right.
hamburgers?
Let me heckle you.
You know what I mean?
I genuinely want to. I've thought about that a few times, right? Because like the thing that I find crazy, and we won't harp on this too much, is that like only at wrestling shows will this happen, right? Where fans will openly boo and say that people are bad and stuff like that. I was like, because you never see people go to the theater, right? And like someone didn't hit a note properly, and then that one person in the back goes, "Boo! You didn't hit the G right. You were more of a F flat." Like it just doesn't happen. Like that's why I'm genuinely like, and then like people get heckled all the time. I'm like, bro, I don't see that happening. But only at wrestling shows where like fans are like, nah. I can say whatever I want because I paid money to get in here. Like,
You paid money, yeah. Good job. A lot of people paid money to go see something.
Right. But then you get those fans. Like I was at a show a couple weeks ago, and I'm not mentioning names and I'm not mentioning a fan, but a fan hit another wrestler with their crutch and said some derogatory comments to the wrestler. Hi, Mike.
That's
That's
I
ironic.
need a water.
nice.
I hope your day's
Yeah,
going good, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy, like the way like sometimes you'll see it. But all right, so we're gonna hop out of the serious questions and we're gonna hop into the second best segment of the 3 Count podcast because people ask what the best segment is. It's the Red Dogs Power Rankings that you can find every week on our debate show.
Oh,
But yeah, we'll talk. More
Here
about
we
that.
go.
But here it is. It's the 3 Count podcast, 10 count questions, and
I
gentlemen,
feel like we should be hearing the 3 count song in the background from WCW when he does this.
So what is this
Go ahead.
thing you talk about?
So, what the 3 Count podcast, 10 count questions?
Yes.
It's easy. I'm going to fire off 10 questions at you rapid fast. Whatever your guys' answer is, that's your answer.
Oh shit.
Do I win $1,000 afterwards?
Do we get money?
Yeah, you guys get exposure. That's what you guys get.
Okay.
So,
Can I
Hot
get,
dog,
can I-
yay!
can I get a Red Dog shirt?
you know what?
Do you have merch?
That's the only shirt I have right now.
Oh,
Oh, man, he needs more merch.
he needs merch.
We got merch.
Yeah, you
There's a
can go
bunch
into
in
our
there.
merch station.
Yeah, check out our merch.
Yeah, spring tees or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
20 Turner
Okay.
Wrestling Podcast
Okay,
t-shirts.
wait, he needs to be serious right now.
We got to fire off the questions. We're going to
All
put
right,
on an
good.
imaginary timer for added pressure.
Oh, we got a
shit.
timer?
Yeah, and here we go.
Right.
SmackDown or Raw?
Raw. You say Raw?
Raw, yeah.
Favorite movie?
What's your favorite movie?
Dude, it's so many.
Clerks.
Yes.
Shawshank Redemption.
I like Shawshank too. I like that as well. But
Yeah, the-
on point.
I'm a huge Kevin Smith guy.
dude, it's so hard because there's so many favorite movies.
I mean, we're still in the countdown, so
Oh, we're on a countdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
PlayStation or Xbox?
What is it?
PlayStation or
PlayStation.
Xbox? PlayStation, yes. Even though I have an Xbox. Favorite color? Black.
Black.
Mario or Sonic?
Luigi.
Mario.
Yeah, I love Luigi.
Because he is my Luigi. Luigi.
Favorite submission move?
Sharpshooter.
Cobra Clutch.
Okay. Night owl or early bird?
Both.
Yeah, I can do both.
I was out Friday night or Saturday night with a bunch of friends to like 2-3 o'clock, and I was up at 8 o'clock making breakfast.
Dude, I wake him up all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, what's that?
There was a time where
Dude, we got 39 seconds. Come on. Let's
okay,
wrap it.
As other than your podcast, what's your favorite podcast?
Tornado Tag.
I would go with Tornado. Nope, stop.
Oh,
this
wait.
one.
Oh, we say you now. Yeah.
This one. You always got to say your favorite one is the one you're on currently.
No, there's a lot of them. We like Breakfast and Body Slams. We like a lot
this
of them.
one.
There's so many to go, but Tornado Tag is a good one. Listen to
Nominate one wrestler that you want to see on this podcast.
Sean Donovan.
I've had him.
Shane Douglas.
Yes.
Bret Hart.
You know what? If I could find a way to get Bret Hart on the show, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Heartbeat, yeah, me too.
Mr. Ooh-La-La.
There you go. That's a good one.
Mr. Ooh-La-La.
Okay.
Legendary.
You know who he is?
Yes, I do.
We're in the same town called Kiefe, France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
His phone number is 867-5309.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I'm calling him right now. And then last but not least, my favorite question to ask every single person that comes on this show, favorite curse word.
Fucker.
Bloody hell, you wanker.
I was like,
It's okay. It's okay. I'm half English.
Wait, because fuck can be used in many, many different, like fucking shit can be used in so many different
Bloody
ways.
hell, you wanker.
It's like shit. Like awesomer. Shit.
My favorite is bloody hell, you wanker.
You fuck.
that's a good F-bomb is always good for me, man. So whenever I
Right.
can use, I can use it. Also, I've been trying to get this video to go viral again. If you guys get a chance, go check it out on YouTube. The history of the F word. It's the best 2 minutes and 39 seconds that you'll ever spend.
There's a history.
You want a good laugh with something with the F word in it? Go listen to Samuel Jackson's "Go the Fuck to Sleep."
Yes.
I plug it all the time. I don't know if you guys have listened to it or seen it or whatever,
I've seen it.
but it is great.
It is gold. It is gold.
Dude, did we win this rapid fire test?
Can I
Absolutely.
get a hot dog?
Okay.
But what you guys can do
Where are
is
we going to see you next?
what you guys can do is let our viewers and our listeners know where they can find you.
Well,
You can find me
right here in
in
the basement.
Delco right
Delco.
now in like Norwood, Pennsylvania.
Right. February
His number
12th.
his address is 2 beep beep beep.
February
Beep, beep,
12th,
beep,
we
beep.
will be at Super Crazy at the Super Crazy Skid Row Academy. February 19th, I will be at DCW. He will be at 1CW.
Yeah, I like 1CW.
March 19th, I will be at IWA along with Dog there. March 20th, I will
I'll
be
be there
at LTW.
too. I want to be there too.
And
Because I'm his driver.
Yeah.
I'm like the old guy from that Mrs. Doubtfire movie.
Mrs. Daisy.
Oh, Miss Daisy, that's it.
I'll drive a car for you, Miss
I forget.
Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Morgan Freeman, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that far off.
They look the same. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But you can see that and many, many other places for us. You could also check us out right here at the 20 Turner Wrestling Podcast.
We are on Spotify, Anchor,
YouTube.
Google, YouTube.
You can check out our YouTube channel.
You can type in the 2300 Wrestling Podcast, and you can find us under 10 Wrestling Discussions on Facebook.
You can also check me out on DCW Overdrive TV.
And then
You can check me out on many, many of the other shows that I'm on either IWTV or YouTube.
And we are on our third season with a lot of guests. A lot. And there's a lot of editing.
And I hope to see most of you guys February 12th.
Well, what have we done February 12th?
Skid Row Academy.
Oh, Skid Row Academy.
Super crazy.
Super crazy, huh?
Come
What's
check
that?
me out. I will be rapping there. DB will be sitting in the crowd eating a hot dog.
No, I'll be eating the hot dog in the crowd.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bet.
Make sure,
March 12th, we're going to
make
do
sure you shake your
bingo.
hand. Yeah, March 12th, I have a bingo for the church right here
Yeah, we're
in
gonna.
Millmont Park,
I
Pennsylvania.
don't do church things, but I like playing bingo
Yeah.
because I want to win one bingo game there, and then I'm done. You don't have to have anything.
No.
I want to win one bingo. I
Yeah.
want to say bingo, and they go, "You win," and I'll be like, "Ah, you all suck."
Burn heel and everybody.
Oh, dude, that's my plan. April 16th, IWA. April 23rd, 1CW. May 7th.
March 26th,
I don't know
1CW,
what-
and Icons.
May 7th, we're going to go somewhere.
May 7th, ISPW and the Hall of Fame in New York.
We're going there to see our friend go in.
We will be there hanging out with Tony DeVito,
Yeah, we like Tony. Tony's
HC
the team.
Loke,
Tony
and a
is
few others. I think
Tony
Tony
is
Caro will be there as
better
well.
than HC Loke. HC Loke is the Marty Jannetty. That's what Tony told me to say.
Tony said that Tony DeVito says that HC Loke is the Marty Jannetty of the Carnage Crew.
Yes. Marty Jannetty. Yes,
Now I'm
she
waiting for
is.
my phone to blow up from HC Loke.
Oh, yeah, here's another thing that I said. If we really fucked up, I'm going to hear it from his brother. So we're not going
Yeah.
to fuck anything
Oh, yeah.
up. We thank you, Mike Keener. This is our thank you right now. Thank you, Mike Keener, for everything.
If he listens to this.
No, he's not going to listen, but I'm just
I
going
know.
to say thank you. We love you, Mike, in a good way because you're part of our family.
Well, my family.
Your family, we know that, but part of our family because if he said no to do interviews with us, we wouldn't get the people.
I wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for him or another guy that I'm not allowed to mention.
Yes, he's not allowed to mention that guy because he's in WWE.
Right.
Ah, okay.
He's like
Wow.
a king or something.
Yeah. He goes old school.
Yeah, he's kind of old school. He loves the Philadelphia Phillies on the Twitter.
Huge.
Yeah, big fan. But, yeah.
Huge fan of Phillies.
Bet. Well, there you guys have it. You have all the plugs. You have where they're going to be. And then they even told you where I'm going to be on March 19th. So, more
And
importantly,
one other thing, if you see us, make sure that you ask for a Dave picture.
Oh, yes. Being a Dave pitcher.
Be in a Dave picture.
Yes, I got stickers. You can join us in a Dave picture because he's a Dave, I'm a Dave, and you
Would
can
you
be a
like to be
Dave,
a Dave too? Funny story about that one is we were hanging out at Icons and
He's trying to end the show, but
right.
there we go.
No. We were hanging out at Icons and Jerry Briscoe saw our shirts. And I wanted to get a picture with him. And he starts getting out a piece of paper and he starts writing Dave on the piece of paper. I'm like, wait. And I break out the name tag and I put it on him and he wore it the rest of the day. And I mean, it's gotten to the point where a lot of the wrestlers will keep the name tag on their gear while they're in the match.
Yes,
Or
it
what they're
happens.
doing. And it's great.
Yeah, it's great. If you want to be a Dave, you can be a Dave too.
Hey, Big Dick Dudley said it once. I'm a Dave. You're a Dave. Wouldn't you like to be a Dave too?
love it.
Was it Dick, not Dave?
Yeah, but I mean, it was the Dave part works better than the Dudley. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Bet. Well, you guys know what to do. That means you guys know where we're at in this show. We got to take it home, right? Because this is the 3 Count Podcast presents Now Entering Ring, and like I said, I'm your host, Clifford Red Dog Miller, the man that leads you up this mountain called wrestling. And you could call me your Sherpa, but like every good Sherpa, you got to have someone who's been there, done that, and can do it more efficiently than you can. And that's why it's never about me. It's about who's entering the ring. And you see the guys right there next to me on the 2300 Wrestling Podcast. DB Richards, David Keener, and you guys know what to do. Tune into the next episode and be there, or you just wait for this episode to end. You wait for that outro, and then you choose another episode to listen to.
And remember, we'll see you in the ring.
Don't do drugs.
Thank you.
What's going on, 3 Count Nation? I'm Clifford Red Dog Miller with the catchphrase. But what I really want you to do right now, go to twitter.com, right? Go over there, find us at the 3 Count _ pod, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a comment. We want to talk to you guys. Go to IG at the 3 Count pod.
Give us a like, give us a follow, leave us a comment. We want to interact with you. Go to youtube.com, give subscribe, turn the bell on, turn the notifications, leave a comment. We want to talk to you. Go to anchor.fm/the 3 Count Podcast, and in there, you can leave us a message, and we will talk to you. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that we want to talk to you. We want to have fun with you guys, and we love listening to what you guys have to say. Also, one thing I need you to do for me, the 3 Count Podcast also has merchandise. Oh, at prowrestlingtees.com/the 3 Count Pod. Please go buy our t-shirts. We love you guys, and we hope you love us too. So, show us some support, please.